Hello, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Dr. David Thompson, and for 30 years, I've had a front row seat to the most frustrating ailment for people over 50, the slow, painful deterioration of joint cartilage. And I'm going to tell you a story right now, a story about a woman named Sarah. Sarah was 63, living just outside of Portland, Oregon. When she first came to me, she was terrified. Not of the pain, although it was crippling, but of the prognosis. Her orthopedic surgeon had just given her the news: severe, bone-on-bone osteoarthritis in both knees. He was pushing for a double knee replacement, and he'd grimly suggested that her days of independent living were coming to a close, that within 6 months she'd likely need to move into a nursing home. She couldn't walk to her mailbox, let alone play with her grandkids. She was heartbroken, feeling like her life was over. Sarah had tried everything: glucosamine, chondroitin, hyaluronic acid supplements, all the big-name remedies, spending hundreds of dollars a month. Nothing worked. I looked at her x-rays, and yes, the cartilage was practically gone. But I told her, "Sarah, your body is an incredible machine. We are going to stop thinking about surgery and start thinking about rebuilding." Today, Sarah is 67. She drives, she tends her garden, and last summer she hiked 3 miles on a moderately difficult trail. Without pain. No surgery. No expensive pharmaceutical drugs. What changed? We didn't use a designer drug or a new age supplement. We used a simple natural food that your grandmother probably cooked with, a food that 97% of doctors usually overlook because it can't be patented. This single food provides the raw, molecular building blocks that signal your body to stop the inflammatory destruction and begin the process of cartilage regeneration. The secret is not a pill. It's a kitchen staple. And in this video, I'm going to guide you through the detailed, step-by-step implementation of this secret, plus 2 other powerful foods, and give you the exact scientific blueprint to finally get your mobility and independence back. Before we dive in, I need to hear from you. We need to identify who is in the room. If you're watching right now and you're feeling that stiffness, that deep ache, that creaking in your joints, I want you to immediately comment below. Tell me your age and your most painful symptom. Is it your knee? Your hip? Is the pain worse in the morning? Look, if you're suffering, it's not because of bad luck, and it's not simply just getting old. That's a medical cop-out. The truth is, the deterioration of your cartilage is primarily due to a deficiency in 3 specific, critical nutrients that are absolutely essential for joint matrix synthesis and managing chronic low-grade inflammation. We are going to fix that deficiency, starting today. For those of you who are new here, my name is Dr. David Thompson. I'm a physician who has dedicated over 30 years to studying how the human body, especially after the age of 50, can use targeted nutrition to heal itself. I've treated thousands of patients who felt hopeless, fearing that dependency and pharmaceutical drugs were inevitable. This channel, Independent Health Now, is my mission. It's built on the principle that you deserve to live a healthy, active life, completely independent and free from chronic pain, simply by leveraging scientific nutrition. I've seen the power of food outperform pharmacology again and again. You can trust that everything I share is backed by robust, peer-reviewed science. Now, let's quickly establish your current joint health status. I call this the joint health check. I'm going to read off 5 common, everyday symptoms. I want you to count how many you currently experience, and then comment the number below. 1. The morning 30. Do your joints feel stiff or locked up for more than 30 minutes after you wake up? 2. The weather predictor. Can you reliably feel the weather coming in your knees, hips, or lower back? 3. The staircase struggle. Do you hesitate before taking the stairs or consciously shift your weight to your good leg? 4. The deep ache restraint. Do you experience a dull, deep ache in a joint that prevents you from going on a long walk or standing for more than an hour? 5. The creak/grind sound. Can you hear or feel a creaking, grinding, or popping sound when you move a joint, like opening an old, rusty door? Go ahead and comment your number. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. If your number is 3 or higher, your body is sending you a clear and urgent message. It's not just wear and tear. The true root cause linking all these symptoms is a trifecta of destructive processes: chronic systemic inflammation, oxidative stress, think of it as internal rusting, and a deficiency in the foundational compounds needed for extracellular matrix repair. Your body is in a state of continuous low-grade fire, and your cartilage is burning up faster than your body can rebuild it. Let's put out that fire and give your body the exact materials it needs. Solution 1. The bouncing food, rebuilding the scaffold. The first and most critical food, the secret one food in the title, is the one that can reverse your cartilage breakdown because it provides the actual structural compounds of the cartilage itself. This food is simple, widely available, and yet criminally underutilized today. It is bone broth. Specifically, slow-simmered chicken or beef bone broth. Meet Robert, 71. Robert was a retired accountant from Boston who loved golf but had to give it up because of a perpetually swollen and painful right knee. He was skeptical, claiming he'd wasted money on every supplement advertised. After just 4 weeks of incorporating the specific protocol I'm about to share, Robert's knee swelling was visibly reduced. 6 weeks later, he was back on the driving range. He called it his cartilage cement. The power of collagen and hyaluronic acid. Expensive supplements try to give you glucosamine and chondroitin in a pill, hoping your body absorbs it. But bone broth gives you the fully formed precursor, a matrix of nutrients that are highly bioavailable. The key component here is type 2 collagen. Think of your cartilage like a high-rise building. Type 2 collagen is the steel framework. When you consume slow-simmered bone broth, you are absorbing hydrolyzed collagen and gelatin, which is rich in the amino acids proline, glycine, and hydroxyproline. These signal directly to the chondrocyte, your cartilage cells, to ramp up production of new collagen fibers. Even more crucial is the naturally occurring hyaluronic acid, HA, in bone broth. I want you to think of HA as the shock absorber and the lubricant in your joint. HA is a highly viscous molecule. It acts like a super sponge, drawing water into the joint and restoring the viscosity of the synovial fluid. This allows the joint to move smoothly and, literally, bounce under impact, protecting the cartilage from further friction and degradation. A landmark study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry in 2016 demonstrated the remarkable bioavailability of hydrolyzed collagen. Researchers found that collagen peptides were quickly absorbed and deposited specifically in joint cartilage tissues, confirming their role as a direct building material for the joint matrix. It proved that bone broth components aren't just digested, they are targeted to the repair site. Practical guide: how to the doctor's protocol. Specific recipe: the best broth is made from slow-simmering chicken feet or marrow bones, rich in type 2 collagen, for a minimum of 12 to 24 hours. A good, organic, store-bought brand is acceptable if you're busy, but always check for low sodium and no added sugar. Dosage: 1 full cup, 8 ounces, per day, every day. Golden time to drink: first thing in the morning, on an empty stomach. This maximizes the absorption of the amino acids and HA directly into your bloodstream and to the target tissue without competing with other foods. Notes on combination: to maximize the synthesis of new collagen, your body needs an essential cofactor, vitamin C. Always squeeze the juice of half a lemon or lime into your warm broth, or take it alongside a small handful of berries. Have you tried bone broth before? Most people have, but perhaps not with this consistency or scientific intent. Tell me in the comments. Are you willing to swap your morning coffee for a cup of this potent, joint-healing elixir? Solution 2. The Cellular Shield drink, erasing deep inflammation. If bone broth is the scaffolding for cartilage repair, then our next solution is the powerful fire extinguisher that stops the destructive inflammation. Many people mistake joint pain for a mechanical issue, but it's an inflammatory disease at its core. The solution is a surprising, deep red fruit juice, tart cherry juice. Meet Maria, 52. Maria was an office worker and new mother dealing with excruciating knee pain that started after her second pregnancy. The chronic pain left her exhausted and worried about her future mobility. Within 3 weeks of adding this juice to her routine, she reported her pain score dropping from a 7 to a 3. She could now manage her daily errands and evening walks with the baby stroller, which she couldn't do before. Tart cherry juice works on 2 potent fronts. First, it is ridiculously rich in a compound called anthocyanins, the red pigment. I want you to think of these anthocyanins as microscopic SWAT teams that actively seek out and neutralize the harmful free radicals in your joint fluid and blood. They significantly reduce oxidative stress, which is a primary driver of the inflammatory cycle that breaks down cartilage. Secondly, and critically for many, tart cherry juice helps your body manage uric acid levels. High uric acid, even without full-blown gout, creates microcrystal formations that are like little shards of glass in your joint fluid, constantly irritating the cartilage lining. The active compounds in the juice help your body process and excrete this acid. It is, in effect, a natural, gentle waste filter for your joints. The Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition published a study in 2020 that showed that daily consumption of tart cherry juice significantly reduced markers of inflammation, specifically C-reactive protein, CRP, and improved physical function in individuals with osteoarthritis. The evidence is compelling. This isn't just a folk remedy, it's a proven anti-inflammatory powerhouse. Practical guide: how to the inflammation protocol. Specific recipe: you must use 100% Montmorency tart cherry juice, not a juice cocktail with added sugar. The Montmorency variety has the highest concentration of active compounds. Dosage: 2 tablespoons, 30 milliliters, mixed with 8 ounces of water, or taken straight, twice per day. Golden time to drink: mid-morning and again 1 hour before bed. The pre-bed dose is especially important, as this is when the body enters its primary repair cycle and the anti-inflammatory compounds can work most effectively overnight. Notes on combination: avoid mixing with high-sugar drinks or foods, as excess sugar can negate the anti-inflammatory effects. This juice is easy to find, yet so few people use it correctly. Comment below and tell me, what color is the anti-inflammatory food you eat the most of? Hint: the deeper the color, the better. Solution 3. The internal sunscreen, protecting the joint matrix. We've built the scaffold and put out the fire. Our final step is to provide a crucial protective layer, a defense against the constant wear and tear and oxidative damage that accelerates aging. This is the internal sunscreen for your joints. The solution is a spice that has been a staple in traditional healing for millennia: turmeric, curcumin, coupled with black pepper. Meet David, 68. David, an avid tennis player, was facing a major struggle with recurring knee tendinitis and stiffness that wouldn't clear up, forcing him off the court. He incorporated this final solution into his dinner routine. Within 2 months, his inflammation markers normalized, and the stiffness was significantly reduced. He could play 2 sets of singles without the usual post-game flare-up. The potent compound in turmeric is curcumin. Curcumin is perhaps the most heavily researched natural anti-inflammatory molecule on the planet. Its action is far more sophisticated than aspirin. I want you to think of a master switch for inflammation inside every cell. It's called the NF-κB pathway. When this pathway is switched on, your body starts producing dozens of inflammatory chemicals, like a factory gone wild. Curcumin's genius is that it directly blocks this NF-κB master switch. By blocking this switch, it stops the production of the destructive enzymes that eat away at your cartilage. However, there is a catch. Curcumin is notoriously poorly absorbed by the body. This is where black pepper comes in. Black pepper contains piperine. Piperine acts like a microscopic door opener on your intestinal wall. It can increase the bioavailability of curcumin by up to 2,000%. You cannot take turmeric without black pepper and expect results. They are a team. A major review published in the Journal of Medicinal Food in 2017 confirmed that curcumin, when bioenhanced with piperine, exhibited significant anti-arthritic effects by reducing pro-inflammatory cytokines and protecting against cartilage degradation, demonstrating its ability to both reduce pain and preserve joint structure. Practical guide: How to the protective layer protocol. Specific recipe: do not rely on turmeric powder sprinkled on food. You need a concentrated dose. Mix 1 teaspoon of organic turmeric powder with 1/4 teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper and 1 tablespoon of a healthy fat, like coconut oil, olive oil, or ghee. This fat is crucial for curcumin's absorption as it is fat-soluble. Dosage: this mixture is your daily dose. Golden time to drink/eat, with or immediately after your largest meal of the day, usually dinner. Taking it with food and healthy fat ensures maximum absorption via the digestive system. Notes on combination: you can mix this into a golden milk latte with a non-dairy milk, or stir it into a soup or stew. Consistency is key. Most people know about turmeric, but they often forget the piperine. Are you pairing them correctly? Let me know in the comments. What healthy fat will you use to make your turmeric/piperine mixture? You have now been given the full 3-part strategy that has helped thousands of my patients regain their mobility, their health, and their independence. To summarize: 1. Bone broth, the scaffolding. 1 cup every morning with vitamin C to rebuild the structural matrix. 2. Tart cherry juice, the fire extinguisher. 2 tablespoons twice a day to actively reduce deep inflammation. 3. Turmeric plus black pepper, the protective shield. 1 dose daily with healthy fat to block the master switch of cellular destruction. This is not a quick fix. This is a commitment to your body's innate ability to heal. It may take 4 to 8 weeks before you notice significant, measurable changes, but you will notice them. Don't be fooled by the pharmaceutical industry's narrative that dependency is your destiny. Your body knows how to heal. You just have to give it the right tools. A gentle warning: don't stop taking supplements you're already on, and never stop prescribed medication without consulting your primary physician. Introduce these foods slowly and monitor your progress. But know this: the most powerful pharmacy in the world is your own kitchen. My final piece of advice: start today. Don't put it off until the pain is unbearable. Proactivity is the secret to a healthy and independent life after 60. If you found this scientific, natural approach helpful, please hit the like button on this video. And most importantly, subscribe to Independent Health right now. In my next video, I'm going to reveal the one exercise that heals a herniated disc faster than physical therapy, and you won't want to miss that. Thank you for trusting me with your health journey. Be well, and I'll see you in the next video.